Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Terry. I feel like most of you will know me who watch this video, but just in case, I'm Terry. I have 6 kids and I have homeschooled for the last 20 years. I'm still going. I've got 2 more to run through the system and then we'll be done. And I'm gonna throw a big party after that. A lot of people have just asked me this year with pandemic worries and all that what they can do if they need to make some alternative choices for their kids this year. It's a hard year for a lot of people having to decide whether or not to send their kids back into the public system, whether to try to school publicly at home, whether to try to do a hybrid of that, or whether to jump right off into full-on homeschooling. So I've just had a lot of requests coming in just because I'm no expert, but I've been around the block a few times, and so I just wanted to kind of offer what I have in terms of encouragement, in terms of maybe organizational advice and maybe curriculum advice and things like that. So what I'd like to do is to do just a series of like 5-minute FAQs, basically. Try to keep it around that 5-minute mark so that you're not overwhelmed with like, here, have an hour of YouTube video telling you all the things about homeschooling. So I'll try to kind of keep them short and targeted so that you can just kind of watch the video or videos that pertain to your situation. One thing I can't really do is to speak to public schooling. I have never public schooled any of my kids. The most interface we've had is one of our kids did sports through the school district, and 4 of our kids now have signed up through the local kind of homeschooling co-op so that they could get state funding for going through the Running Start program at the local community college. It's been really easy to interface with that and haven't had any problems at all. I just am pretty avid homeschooler. I won't say it's right for everybody, but it's worked for us and I really love it. It's been something I've really wanted to invest my life in. So here we are 20 years later. Yeah, just to give you a little bit of background, I am not a high achiever homeschooler. I'm not going to be one of those videos that is you're going to get your kid into Ivy League school if you follow my methods. You might. I don't know if that kid really wants to get into an Ivy League school. Hey, the sky's the limit. But for the most part, I kind of gave up on the notion years ago of feeling like I had to raise all these exceptional children. They are exceptional in their own ways, but not necessarily in the way society judges exceptionalism, I guess. But just to give you an idea, through all my imperfection and the mistakes that I've made and the years I've gone, oh no, this curriculum did not work at all. We have a 22-year-old who is an artist and a nanny and a soon-to-be mother. We're very proud of her. We have a 21-year-old who is a Marine reservist, and he is attending online college right now to get his bachelor's degree. And he is also climbing the ranks at Starbucks. Yeah, managerially and all that. It's pretty cool. We're very proud of him too. We have a 17-year-old who is a senior in the Running Start program right now, and he is working for the Park Service and is going to be a park ranger eventually, so that's very exciting. He works with search and rescue and all that stuff too. We have a 16-year-old who is going through the automotive technician program at the local community college, and he's doing great with it. And then we have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old who are just working their way up through the homeschooling rigmarole just like everybody else did. So just to give you an idea, they're kind of all over the board. They're all different. They're all doing their thing, and they're all okay. That's the big takeaway. Everybody is scared to death. Everybody I know does the first of the year freak out where we all feel like, oh no, we're going to ruin our children. And I think that was my biggest message to everybody. You will not ruin your children. We've had a lot of years where we didn't get as much done as we hoped we would. In fact, probably every year was that way. But yeah, I just want to encourage everybody out there that it's gonna be okay, especially if you're just kind of trying to get through the pandemic hump and getting your kid, through all this weirdness and then back into the public school system or whatever system that you're using. It's gonna be all right. Everybody's at kind of a deficit right now, and that's gonna be we're all going to be working through it together, right? So anyway, coming up, I'm going to be doing just several targeted videos, and I'm looking forward to any questions that arise. And always just feel free to comment and let me know what kind of questions you have specifically. Thanks, guys.